Hello. Welcome back to BS Rugby and welcome to this watch along this afternoon. It is Leinster against Bath, and what a game we have in store. Hope everyone is doing well. Welcome along to the watch along on a very wet and cold day here in North Wales. But this game is taking place at the Aviva, isn't it? And what a game we have in store. Hope everyone is doing well. If you're new to the channel, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Of course, vote in the poll and get involved in the chat. Let me know your thoughts ahead of this game. Who do you want to win? Who do you think is going to win? Who are going to be the key players, etc., etc. We're going to go through it today. Just a reminder, I'm not allowed to show the actual game, so there is no game footage here. It's a commentary that I do, and I get involved with you guys in the chat. We have good banter. We chat about different elements of rugby, and we enjoy it together. So if you think this is a actual showing of the game, it's not. I'm not allowed to do that because of copyright. This game is on BT Sport 3 and channel, thank you very much, 417 on Sky. Thank you very much to Gregor there for pointing that out. Conor Crowley is back in Leinster to win this one. Do let me know your predictions. We'll have a look at how the poll is developing shortly. But we've got a busy day on the channel today. We're doing this. Then straight after this game, we're doing Ulster against Clyde. There we go. Sorry about that. I don't know what happened there. We seem to cut out, but we are back anyway. Regardless, we are back. So we are back at least here. So yes, that's right. So it's Leinster against Bath. Sorry about that. Technical difficulties there. Apologise about that. But we are back regardless, and we are ready for this one. So let's have a chat about this game. It's going to be a fascinating watch for sure. Both teams have been announced, which is good to see. But last time they met each other was back in 2015 in the pool stages of the Champions Cup, and it was a win for Leinster that day. Leinster winning that one by 15 points to 11 at the Aviva. So they're playing down at the Aviva today once again. And as I said, both teams have been announced. Let's have a look at Leinster's team. This is how they line up this afternoon. Hugo Keenan plays at fullback with Jordan Larmour and James Lowe on the wings, with Gary Ringrose and Kieran Forley playing in the centres. Ross Byrne plays at 10 with Jameson Gibson-Park playing at 9. Still no Johnny Sexton since that injury got in the game against the All Blacks. So we'll wait to see when he will be back. In the front row, Andrew Porter partners Ronan Kelleher and Tyg Furlong, with Ross Maloney and Ryan Baird getting the nod in the locks. The back row has Rhys Ruddock as captain, Josh van der Fleet at 7, and Caelan Doris at 8. Leaving a bench then of Dan Sheehan, Cian Healy, Alan Latour, Devin Toner, Deegan, Luke McGrath, Jimmy O'Brien, and O'Brien. Let's have a look at Bath. Before we get into the team itself, it must be said, look, Bath are really struggling with injuries. Really struggling with injuries. It's been a tough season for them. They haven't won any games this season yet. They sit bottom of the Gallagher Premiership. So it's going to be a really tough afternoon for them. So we'll go through the team anyway. Lots of new players. 5 players getting their debuts in the Champions Cup today for this Bath side. So let's start off with the fullback then. Tom de Glanville plays at fullback with Samaso Rokoduguni playing on the wings. Will Muir plays on the opposite wing. Max Ojomo plays in the centre with Will Butt. Orlando Bailey gets the nod at 10 with Ben Spencer at 9. In the front row, Lewis Boyce plays alongside Jacques Dutoit and Will Stewart. Josh McInally plays alongside Charlie Eales in the locks. Tom Ellis, Richard de Carpentier and Josh Bayliss are the back row options. Therefore, leaving a bench for Bath of Tom Dunn, Arthur Cordwell, Darcy Ray, Will Spencer, Ewan Richards, Joe Simpson, Gabriel Hamer-Webb, and new signing Tom Pridey is on the bench as well. So those are your teams. Make sure to let me know in the comments, your predictions for this game. Fascinated to see who you are going to back this afternoon. So as always, make sure to let me know. And let's have a look at how you guys have voted in the poll. Make sure to vote in the poll to get your predictions in. I've got to say, interesting to see that many of you have actually backed Leinster. All of you have backed Leinster so far, 100% backing Leinster to win. And you would expect Leinster to go and put 40 odd points on this Bath side. I think if they don't get plus 20, I think it's not the greatest afternoon of rugby. Of course, we've already had rugby today, haven't we? We just saw Toulouse beat Cardiff, and Cardiff obviously had their own issues, but my word, Antoine Dupont, that guy is just ridiculous right now. He is certainly the best player in the world, without a doubt. Absolutely incredible today. So really excited to see how he continues to develop. But we're focusing on this game here today. I mean, you'd be a fool not to back Leinster to win this. I think Leinster are going to win very, very comfortably. I think the fact that Leinster have gone very strong, even though Bath's side is very, very weak in comparison to what they usually want to put out. But I'm really expecting a fantastic game and expecting Leinster to set their dominance, because you look at them, Racing and Toulouse probably are the three favourites, maybe alongside Leicester Tigers, who are also playing right now. And I'll keep you up to date on the other scores around Europe as we go through the game. You'd expect those three teams, Racing, Leinster and Toulouse for sure, maybe even Bordeaux and Leicester as well. So those five teams are probably the five teams that are looking to go really deep in this competition. You'd think they'd be very strong going into the latter stages. So this game's an important game for Leinster to really cement their dominance and show, look, we're serious. We really want to compete at this top level. And that is something that they will certainly want to do. So we're very close to kick off. Make sure to hit the subscribe button. By the way, folks, it's free to do. Completely free. There's nothing you have to do to pay for it. It's free to do. Helps grow the channel. Keeps you up to date with everything going on. We've got a lot of watch-alongs this weekend. And hit the like button. It really does help. And get involved in the chat. Any questions you got about the game, any questions about rugby, anything you want to ask them away in the chat. Get some conversations going. It's always fascinating to hear your thoughts throughout the course of the afternoon. So, of course, make sure to get involved. Right, let me just share this out on Twitter. You can follow me on Twitter as well if you'd like to. And you can get involved that way. Right, let me just get this shared out. And Leinster, of course. And what a game we have in store today. Really excited for this one. And very much looking forward to it. Right. Let me just remind you very quickly of the teams that are taken to the field today. Leinster, let's go through them quickly. Hugo Keenan plays at fullback with Jordan Larman and James Lowe on the wings. Gary Ringrose plays in the centre alongside Kieran Fawley. And Ross Byrne plays with Jameson Gibson-Park in the halfback pairing. In the front row, Andrew Porter plays alongside Ronan Kelleher and Tyg Furlong, with Ross Maloney and Ryan Baird playing in the locks. Rhys Ruddock plays in the back row with Josh van der Fleer and Caelan Doris for Bath. This is how they line up. Tom de Glanville plays at fullback. Let me try again. Rocker Draguni playing on the wing alongside Will Muir, with Ojimo and Butt playing in the centre. Orlando Bailey gets the nod with Ben Spencer at 9. Looking then into the front row, Lewis Boyce plays alongside Jacques Dutoit and Will Stewart. Josh McAnally and Charlie Eels in the locks. Tom Ellis, Richard de Carpenter and Josh Bayliss are the back row options. So that's your team. Make sure to hit the like button. Get involved, folks. Really excited for this one. Fascinated to hear your thoughts ahead of this game. And very, very much looking forward to this game for sure. Thank you very much for joining me this afternoon. It's cold, it's horrible, it's wet outside, but what's a better way to enjoy something than watching the rugby with a cup of tea? And looking forward to this one. Bath are out. They are in their white and blue kit. Their away kit. A few Bath supporters have made the trip over to the Aviva. What an opportunity for them. You know, it's like Cardiff rugby, isn't it? In the game like a half an hour ago that we saw, they've got nothing to lose. Nobody expects them to go and do anything. So you might as well just go and try and play. We saw that with Cardiff. Hopefully Bath will have the same mentality to just try and go and play. And they've really got to look to try and disrupt this Leinster flow. They can't allow Leinster to get 2-3 early scores. Otherwise, it really could pile up quite high. I actually thought Cardiff did pretty well in that first half to maintain Toulouse as much as they could. But this is what Bath have to do to this Leinster side, and I'm not sure if they're going to be able to do it. So both teams are out. Leinster in their European kits, of course. And looking forward to this one, folks. If you are Let me know. And let me know who you're backing, who you supporting, where you're watching from. Pierre Brosset is the referee from France. So interesting to see how he will manage the game. But very, very much looking forward to this one. And thank you so much for joining me this afternoon. And Orlando Bailey is set to get us underway. And all the players are out now, just waiting one player there, apparently. And here we are, live from the Aviva, all set to go here, folks. Hit that subscribe button, hit the like button. There are currently near 50 people watching. Please do hit the like button. We only got 10 likes currently. We can do better than that. Come on, hit the like button. Off we go then, down at the Aviva. Very excited for this one. Love that. I'm not actually wearing it today. I couldn't find it in time. How bad is that? I couldn't find it in time. I'll try and find something for the Ulster game. I do have an Ulster and Leinster shirt, but I'm not sure where they are. But we will find them for next week. I'll be a bit better prepared next week. But off we go then. We have kicked off here. We have 20 seconds into this one. Kicked straight off by Leinster. And it will be a line out to Bath, just inside their own half. So welcome along to the watch along. Leinster against Bath this afternoon, live from the Aviva Stadium. Off we go. Welcome along, folks. Hope everyone is well this afternoon. Let me know where you're watching from. Are you watching in Ireland? Are you watching in England? Who are you supporting? Who do you want to win? Interested to see. And how good is Antoine Dupont? I'm going to rave about this guy for a while today, but honestly, that player, the way he's playing at the minute, he certainly deserved that World Player of the Year. So Bath had a line out just inside the 22 of Leinster. They have the ball here, going through the forward. Spencer feeds his forwards men. Advantage to Bath early on here. And this is how Bath would want to start the game. They'd want to start on the front foot, get an early penalty maybe here or there, and be able to be competitive. Spencer cuts inside, still playing advantage here. And no penalty, no advantage now being played there. 7 offside there. Josh van der Fleer penalised for being offside. So a chance for Bath to potentially look to take an early lead here, 2 minutes into the game. Thank you very much for liking the video, folks. It's helped jump it up quite a bit. Keep liking it, keep sharing, keep subscribing. It's great to have you alongside this afternoon and looking forward very much to this game. Of course, as I said before, we've got this later on. We've got Clermont against Ulster later on. Stephen Somerville from Stephen Somerville Irish Rugby is going to join me for that one. So we got that straight after this. There'll be a link straight afterwards to watch that one. So Bath going for the post here early on. There's quite a few people down at the Aviva, which is good to see. Interesting to see that they're actually playing this at the Aviva, not the RDS. Is that just to get more ticket sales? Maybe. So Orlando Bailey with a chance to give Bath the lead early on. So 3 minutes into this one. Orlando Bailey kicks it straight to the post, and Bath take an early lead here. Bath 3, Leinster 0. It's been all Bath so far, and Bath have an early score. So Ross Burns gets back underway. Been a really tough season for Bath, so their confidence is not going to be at the highest of highs. But they'll want to show that they are very capable of competing against this Leinster side. Off we go then. Rossburn gets us restarted, taken by Charlie Ewells. And Spencer at the breakdown feeds his forwards once again inside his own 22 here. And he'll look to clear the ball, left-footed, of course. And it's really important as well that Bath play in the right areas of the field. Really, really important that they don't allow this Leinster team to get into their flow, to get into their momentum. Because once they manage to do that, one thing that Leinster are very, very good at, as they are on the attack here, but it's a poor pass from Ringrose. Not often I say that. Gibson Park, though, gets into Fawley. Fawley into Ringrose. Ringrose finds James Lowe on the left-hand side here. Cuts it back inside to Gibson Park. Gibson Park going for the corner. And Gibson Park is in the corner. And we have our first score of the afternoon. Gibson Park. Lovely finish in the corner from the Irish scrum half. And Leinster take the lead. And the first attack there. Lovely awareness from Gibson Park. The space was there. And brilliant support lines all around from Ringrose, from James Lowe, and Gibson Park. As any good scrum half offers the best support line, and it's in there. It's actually from a really poor pass. He spots the gap. And James Lowe there runs in, plays it back into Gibson Park, and he scores in the corner to give Leinster an early lead. Too easy? Yeah, potentially you could say. I mean, look, Leinster should win this very, very comfortably. They should be putting 30-odd points on this Bath side. They really should. And that's exactly what Bath didn't want to happen at the start of the game. You know, they got their score, and then the first attack, Leinster have gone and scored. But it's interesting to see that Leinster are looking to adapt their game a little bit more. They used to just be this really physical presence. Now they are spreading the ball a little bit more. And we've seen that with Ireland, that transition with Ireland as well over the last Autumn Nation Series. So it's a tough kick for Osborne. Let's see if he can get it, and he can't. Sliced it wide, so he remained 5 points to 3. 5.5 minutes gone. Thank you very much to everyone who has subscribed. We're pushing towards 2,300 subscribers. So make sure to hit the subscribe button if you are new around here and enjoying the content. Off we go then, back again. Oh, it's intercepted by Charlie Ewells just inside the 22. Port's trying to turn it over, and he's managed to do it so. Well, a little bit scruffy, a little bit messy from Leinster there, but Andrew Porter managing to tidy up. And Ross Byrne with a chance to send this one down towards the Bath half. Well, from that restart there, Leinster making a bit of a mess of it, to be honest. Charlie Ewells pounced on it, but then the turnover was good from Andrew Porter. Scrum here to Leinster then. So here we go then. Leinster have a very, very solid scrum, don't they? So you'd expect them to be very strong here, wouldn't you? And once again, we'll have a reset of the scrum. And these are the areas that Bath have to try and be as competitive as possible in, is at the set piece. They've got to get their set piece right today. If they allow Leinster to begin to dominate in those areas, well, let's be honest, they don't really stand a chance in this game, but it just makes it even harder than it already is for them. So 8 minutes in, Jameson Gibson Park will look to feed this scrum, first scrum of the game. And straight down goes the scrum, and it's a penalty to Leinster. And Ross Byrne again has an opportunity to get some good field territory here. And so Ross Byrne to send this one down towards that 22 and to give Leinster an opportunity to attack once again. It's not the greatest kick from Ross Byrne, if I'm being totally honest, outside the 22. I mean, we're just watching the try back. It's pretty poor defence from Bath there, and it's very simple, and it's really, really good, just support lines. Anyway, line out taken from Leinster, And the driving maul is set up. Kelleher with the ball at the back, and the maul begins to move. Collapsed, illegally so. And it's going to be a penalty to Leinster here. Charlie Ewell's penalised for bringing the maul down illegally. Karma Peach, hope you're doing well, mate. Hi from snowy Switzerland. Hello from a very wet and dark and murky North Wales. But hope you're keeping well out in Switzerland and enjoying it over there. So Leinster have gone to the corner here. And if you're Leinster, you just want to wrap up the game early on, to be honest. You know, there's going to be tougher tests in this year's competition for them. And it's important that they can get the game won early on here. But they have lost their line-outs here. In the other game, Bordeaux against Leicester, it's currently 3-0 to Bordeaux. Bordeaux are leading that. In the Challenge Cup, Edinburgh leading 3-0 against Saracens. So those are the other scores across Europe right now, just for you to know. Because, of course, Leinster next week have to travel out to Montpellier, which, again, is not an easy game whatsoever. So, you know, this game, they'll want to get it wrapped up early, bring on the bench, give big players some breaks, maybe bring James Lowe off, Gary Ringrose off early, and allow them to rest. So, line out here to Leinster. They got a second opportunity, probably about 15 metres out or so. Ronan Kelleher to throw this one in. And it's not back. Ryan Baird. Ringrose takes it in. Gibson Park looks up. Very good carry there. Porter comes round the corner. Good carry from him. Strong carry. Ball is there. Lovely hands. Brilliant tackle. But offside from Bath. So advantage to Bath here. To Leinster, sorry. Ryan Baird tries to get the offload off, but he's knocked it on. No advantage. That's a number of penalties beginning to build up. Really beginning to build up now for Bath. They need to be careful. And the referee, I think, is going to have a word with Charlie Ewells here. 4 penalties now. They've got to be careful again. Look, you're expecting Leinster to put this kind of pressure on them. They're going to do that. And I'd be very surprised if we don't see a yellow card really pretty soon. But Rossman, yeah, I'm sure he's going to stick this in the corner again, which he is. And a chance for Leinster to continue their early pressure here. 11.5 minutes gone, 5 points to 3. Yeah, good to see you, mate. Really interested to see Munster. Yes, Munster are playing, I want to say tomorrow. I want to say they're playing tomorrow. Yes, they are. Yeah, they're playing tomorrow. They are playing against Wasps tomorrow. So interesting how they go. Obviously with the URC situation as well. It'll be fascinating to see. Here come Leinster. Tyke Furlong. I think it's Furlong. Has gone over. Yes, he has. Tyke Furlong from the line out. They fake the driving maul and they go through the forwards and Furlong crashes over. And it's the second try of the game for Leinster. And it really is a little bit too easy. Leinster 10. Bath 3, and what is the scoreline going to end up being? It's going to be fascinating to see, isn't it? Yeah, so Munster have got Wasps tomorrow. As I said before, we're going to do an Ospreys sale watch on, and I am an Ospreys fan, so I want to watch my team. So we're going to do that. That's live from around 1:45 tomorrow afternoon. So we'll do that tomorrow. And straight after this, as I said, we're going to do Clermont against Ulster. So, but 10 points to 3, 12.5 minutes gone now. And I mean, look, if Leinster get another try before the 20th minute, you're really looking at a potential cricket score here. Am I going to the World Cup in Cork next year? The World Cup in Cork? For what start, mate? I know that the 2023 World Cup is in France. Is that for the women's or the under-20 championship or something like that, Connor? Let me know. 12 points to 3 then to Bath. Conversion added by Ross Byrne. And opportunity here now for so Bath gets us back underway, taken well. But penalty at the breakdown. Really good turnover there from Bath. Not sure who got it for them. They will certainly take that. I absolutely do. I actually live quite close to where Wales play their home games up in North Wales. I live about 20 minutes away. So every time it's on, I tend to go watch quite a few games. So maybe I'll vlog it next time. We'll have to wait and see. It's the Mixed Rugby World Cup. I'll have a look, my friend. I'll have a look and see what I can do about that potentially. What I want to do now, you know, I've been very busy with uni work and stuff like that. So in the new year, I'm hopefully going to go and watch some rugby and hopefully go watch the Ospreys play and potentially even, yeah, who knows with the whole situation with the pandemic, how things are going to work. But hopefully I'll be able to travel soon. I'm hopefully going to go watch the Ospreys in the new year for sure. And I'm not going to go to any of the Six Nations games. The tickets are just ridiculous right now. It really is silly how much you're looking to pay. So opportunity here for Orlando Bailey to... okay. Interesting. Interesting indeed. It's great to watch under-20s rugby, isn't it? You get to see the future of your nation, the future of your province or region playing. So it's always good to see that. Orlando Bailey then. Oh, about 14 meters out here. It's not the easiest kick. He's kicked it very sweetly, though. And it's straight to the post, and it's straight through. And it is now 12 points to 6. Bath, I think what Bath's plan is going to be is, look, just take points whenever we get the opportunity to do so. That's what they're going to do. I think that's going to be their game plan. Any opportunity they get, just go for the posts. So 15 minutes gone here. And Leinster will get us back underway, 12 points to 6. And Bath do manage to restart well here. Retaining the possession, Spencer gives it into Charlie Yules. Good carry from him. Josh van der Fleer trying to turn it over and Kieran Forley, but unable to do so. Ball is there, though. And Spencer will look to clear this one for sure. Neck roll and Bath penalised. And it's those silly little penalties that you really can't afford to give away. Yes, absolutely. Really good to see that. And also, it's good to see that the Women's Six Nations this year will be played away from the Men's Six Nations. So they get their own time to play where they're not competing with the Men's Six Nations. They did it last year because of the pandemic, and they're going to do it again next year, which I think is a brilliant thing. And actually, interestingly, I did an interview with Non Evans earlier last week about women's rugby in general and the fact that they're going to pay women in Wales now. That'll be dropping out sometime this week because we're doing the Welsh Rugby Roundup show next Thursday with Ben, of course. So that's going to be coming very quickly. Ladies, I think it's in Musgrave Park. Good to see that, Catherine. I'll have to try and get to see some. The problem is I live so far away from Cardiff Arms Park, which is where they play the games. I need to try and get to see some next year. Advantage here to Leinster, though, inside the 22 of Bath. Lots of penalties building up now for Bath. They don't score here. I think we might see a man in the bin from Bath. James Lowe gets the ball out here. Really nice hands out to Josh van der Fleer on the right wing here. Tackled well, though. Ball is there for Caelan Davis, who's had a fantastic 12 months, hasn't he? James Lowe tries to go alone, but he's tackled. Still playing advantage here, though. Ryan Baird carries into Ross Byrne, back into Tyke Furlong. Big tackles coming in now from Bath. A good defensive shift here from Bath. Ringrose knocked back into Kieran Forley. Forley tries to go through the little gap, but tackled very well. And there's a little bit of space out wide here. Surely this is going to be a try now. Keenan pops it in for Lowe. Lowe puts it down. I'd be interested to see that final pass. I think that final pass was forward. I think that one was forward. The referee's given it, but I think this pass might be forward. James Ryan, Max Deegan, Luke McGrath, Ronan Keller were all in my school. Awesome. I don't think I had anyone famous in my school, I must say. Nobody who certainly played rugby. I'll be interesting to see this final pass. I think this final pass from Hugo Keenan into the hands of James Lowe is forward. Yeah, I think that's forward. I think that's forward. I'm pretty sure this is forward. I don't think this is going to count. We're looking here. Oh, yeah, that's gone forward. Oh, it's not that bad, but I do think this is forward. I think this is forward. Very harsh if it's not. They've given the try. And Rossburn has added the conversion. 19 points to 6 now, but that pass was certainly forward. Interesting to see that. But the same school as George Best. Wow. I only played hockey and tennis. Didn't get the chance to play rugby for you guys, unfortunately. I did play rugby quite a bit. Played scrum half. Enjoyed that position a lot, probably because I like to talk. So yeah, I did play rugby quite a bit when I was younger, but not for a few years now. Should get back into it, really. Maybe next season. I think it's flat. I don't agree, James. I think it's slightly forward. It's the hands, isn't it? If the hands have a motion of going backwards, it's not a forward pass. But I thought his hands were motioning forward. So for me, I thought it was forward. But is it going to make a difference to the results of the game? Probably not. But we're halfway through the first half now. 20 minutes gone. Leinster leading by 19 points to 6. And penalty, though, to Bath. Not rolling away. Porter penalised. Well, they're going to go for the post again. And look, Bath are just any opportunity they get, they're just going to take the points here. That's all they're going to do is take the points, which you cannot blame them for wanting to do. You know, they want to try and keep in the game. That's the thing. The problem is, if you keep going to the corner, I think you just got to try and keep in the game, keep the scoreboard going. I think that's what you've got to be doing there. So Orlando Bailey with an opportunity to draw Bath within 10 points. Halfway through this first half now. And a chance for Bath to slightly get back into it, maybe. Chance for Orlando. It's a big kick. It's probably looking at about 48 meters. It looks pretty good. Is it angle? He's hit it wide, though, and misses that kick. Indeed. And we remain at 19 points to 6. Off we go then. Rossburn will get us back underway. Caelan Doris has gone off, I think, for a HIA. Oh, sorry, blood replacements. Max Deegan is on it in his play. So schools in rugby and Leinster's got so much better. That's why I think Leinster and the academy is getting a lot better. I think one thing I got to say about this, I think this is something that Ireland do very, very well, is if a player, let's be honest, Leinster are the best team in Ireland right now. They are, you know, and then probably Munster and Ulster are around about the same level, kind of a little bit below. And what they do very well in Ireland, I find, looking from the outside, is if they're not quite good enough for Leinster level, then they spread them out to the other provinces. They don't just hold them in there and not let them play. They spread them out to the other provinces. Something here in Wales we're not very good at is saying, all right, you're not quite at the level for the Ospreys right now. Go play for the Dragons for a couple of years, and maybe we'll get you back at the end of your contract if you've improved enough. You know, if we were to do that and not be so proud about who we've got, then I think the national team would benefit a lot from that. And that's why we're seeing such a strong Irish presence in the URC this season, in Europe this season. I expect them to go very well in Europe this season. That's why the likes of Dwayne Vermeulen wants to join Ulster, because Ulster are a great side now. You know, they're one of the best teams in Europe now. And just as I'm talking about that, Bath have had a man sent to the bin. And, well, the Carpentier sent to the bin there. And that's just a heck of a lot of penalties building up. But, yeah, I think that Leinster's academy clearly works very well. They clearly got good connections there. The big difference as well that you have to remember is that in Wales, these teams, Ospreys, Scarlets, Dragons and Cardiff, only came into existence really as they are now known as the regions in 2003. You know, a lot of people still won't go and watch these teams play because they're unhappy with how regional rugby came into play. They'll only go watch Cardiff, Swansea, they'll go watch Llanelli play, they'll go watch Newport play, maybe Pontypool play. They won't go and watch the regions play. In Ireland, those systems have been in there for a lot longer. I certainly feel like that. And but the academy system in Ireland just clearly works. It clearly works, and the distribution of players clearly works. And here in Wales, maybe not so much. But anyway, that's enough of my rambling and ranting. Let's carry on with the game. It is 24 minutes in. Leinster in the 22 once again. 19.6, a man in the bin for Bath. Ball out to Rossburn, James Lowe. Oh, Lowe feeds it beautifully. Beautiful pass into Hugo Keenan. And Leinster have their bonus points. And lovely run there. And this scoreline could really be anything right now. 24 points to 6. They go out wide. And lovely dummy. I mean, Bath are just all over the place, I've got to say. But you got to credit the way that Leinster are playing today. Ball comes out to Gibson Park, to Byrne. Byrne pops it into Hugo Keenan. And Hugo Keenan crosses over. And Ross Byrne adds the 2. And it's a 20-point gap now. And really the question mark is how many points is this going to be? 26 points to 6. And Leinster weren't really good until 08-09. Yeah, I remember that. You know, I remember as an Ospreys fan, actually. Sorry to any Leinster fans. I remember in 2012 when we went to the RDS and won the Pro 12, as it was known then. There, Shane Williams scored in the corner, Dan Bigger with a beautiful conversion to win the game. 5-6 to Edinburgh. Interesting. Do you know what? I think that game could be really fascinating. Edinburgh play lovely rugby. If you watch the URC, you'll know how good they are playing at the minute and the speed of ball and the way they're playing. Savvy's, how seriously are they taking this game? I haven't actually looked at the teams, but that's a competition they should really be targeting to win. You know, they're probably on paper the strongest side in the competition. So fascinating to see how that one goes. Thank you, Gregor, for keeping us up to date on that. At half time, we'll have a chat about all the games. Bordeaux against Leicester. It is a Leicester 10, Bordeaux 3. Porter has scored for Leicester. So Leicester winning there. Oh, I think Leinster might be in here. Jordan Lama thinks he's scored. I don't think he has. It's come from a kick. He's gone through with the kick. He's chased it. The TMO will have a look at this. The question is, has he grounded it? They're going to check the grounding. It's a kick through from one of the Leinster boys. Jordan Lama runs onto it. Has he grounded it? I don't think he's quite reached it in time. We're watching it here. It's on the line, so that's not going to count. That's not going to count. So close indeed, but it ain't going to count. Yeah, if he pushes out just before the line, it's going to be a try, but unfortunately, it's not close enough. And this is going to be scraped off. So no try. And Orlando Bailey will get us back underway. So we've got about 14 minutes to go until half-time, 13, 14 minutes to go until half-time. The bonus point is wrapped up for Leinster. So, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if we saw some changes at half-time, if I'm being totally honest. So ball sent, off we go once again. Here's Deegan. Caelan Doris hasn't come back from his blood injury, so we'll wait and see if he does come back. Lovely feet from Tide Furlong on the halfway line here. Leinster looking to speed the game up. Kieran Forley steps in nicely there. Ball is there. Devin Toner acts to scrum off. Ruddock carries. And again, this is just way too easy for Leinster. Bath falling off tackles. And Leinster really, just every Leinster player gets over the gain line. That's the problem for Bath right now. The speed of ball is just way too quick. It's just Bath have to slow this ball down, find a way to do it. And I think James Lowe, if he could have got that offload there, but it's very well tackled into the 22. Ball bounces out though, so ball for Bath just outside their own 22 here. They go through the forwards now and need to try and reset here. And let's have a look at some of your comments. Leinster School Rugby gets televised, which probably helps. That is something that we did do it here in Wales, but that's been cut now, which is sad to see. But I just feel like the rugby structures in Ireland maybe are a little bit better in place, work a little bit better, or maybe people understand how they work that a little bit better than they do here in Wales, and that then feeds into the national side. It all starts out at the grassroots level. If you get your grassroots right, if you get your club sides right, if you can get your academies right, you can get your regional sides right, and then you can get the national team right and the age groups right, you'll have a successful side. It's what New Zealand do. They do it so well. It's something that all nations really should be doing, getting their youth right, getting their academies right, starting it out. It might be a project, it might take time to work, but eventually it can work. Leinster here with the ball then. Oh, Ronan Keller stepped off one tackle, finds it into Rossburn. Rossburn into Gibson Park. And Gibson Park goes over. And Leinster have another score here. 31 points to 6. And oh my word, what is going on here? I mean, it all starts with a kick from Bath. They miss touch. James Lowe keeps it alive. They go through a few stages. It's then into Ronan Kelleher. He steps a couple of players. And then Rossburn finishes to Gibson Park. And then there you go. That's the game there. I mean, I'm going to be totally honest. I think you have to question the desire and the effort that Bath are putting in. I never like to do that because I don't think it's fair, really. And it's not something I like to do. But they're just falling off tackles, completely falling off. And it's just way too easy. Yep, great. It's 10 points to 3 to Leicester against Bordeaux. That's top of 14, playing against the top of the Gallagher Premiership. As a kid, I remember rugby clubs would be packed on a Sunday. Indeed. And, you know, that's how you want to see it. You know, support your local grassroots team. So important to do it, especially with the times we are in now. And we have been as teams come out. And I'm going to be chatting actually with the grassroots club on Monday night, actually, and getting their thoughts on it there. So 10 minutes to go until half-time. Chance for Rossburn to add the 2 points. And it is pulled wide by Rossburn. Five tries already from Leinster in the first half an hour. And it really is just too easy for Leinster right now. So Orlando Bailey to get us back underway. 10 minutes to go until half-time. And if you're Bath now, you just like, don't concede again before half-time. Caelan Doris is back on for Deegan. Yeah, he's missed a couple of kicks. That one, probably James, he probably should have got that one. But if you're a Leinster fan, I don't really think you can complain too much about this performance. It's very easy, isn't it? It'll be interesting to see what Leo Cullen does at half time. Will he say, do you know what, we're going to empty the bench? Or will he be like, do you know what, we'll play till about 60 minutes here? And, you know, a lot of these boys would have played a little bit in the URC, but the level up to Champions Cup can be quite a big step. Obviously, Leinster beat Connacht last week. Week before that, though, they did lose against Ulster. So Bath here with the ball then on the 10-metre line. Orlando Bailey, good hands. They've got this commentator in my ear who does Premier Sports, and he so obviously supports Leinster. He is so biased. It is unbelievable. I don't know who he is, but he does it on Premier Sports, and on the Leinster Ulster game, he was so biased, and he is right now. But there we go. Byrne is flaky. He was terrible in that last IRL match. Look, Ross Byrne, I mean, it's interesting that he's had the nod. No Harry Byrne. It's interesting. Sexton obviously out. I think Ross Byrne's okay. Is he international standard? Probably not. But for this kind of game, for most games in the URC, I think he does a fine job, if I'm being totally honest. And the depth that Leinster have anyway, you know. And the thing is, if Byrne isn't firing on all cylinders, he's got Ringrose on the outside of him. Most of the time he'll have Henshaw, he'll have James Lowe on the wing. Bath were okay last season. They've been struggling this year, really struggling, bottom of the table. Lots of injuries. I mean, Anthony Watson's out for the season. Falatau's out. You've got, who else is out? Oh, gosh. Cameron Redpath is out. A lot of their starting team is out, just injured. Underhill is out injured. So loads of big stars out injured for them. Really, really tough for them. Is it him? Is that who it is? Thunder. Is that who it is? Maybe. I don't know his name, but I'm telling you, he is something else. I'm telling you. But oh well, when I commentate on Ospreys, yeah, exactly, isn't it? That's the thing. I mean, you look at Leinster, right? It sounds awful, but a lot of Ireland fans would want more Ulster players involved, would want more Connacht players involved, Munster players involved. But Leinster are the best team. They have the best players. And you look at the success they had over the autumns. I mean, most of that, I think everyone bar one, bar Ty Byrne, was a Leinster player. You look at the back row, you can have Gary Ringrose, you can have Sexton, you're going to have Henshaw as your three in the middle there. Gibson Park's a Leinster player. He's going to be starting. James Lowe is going to be starting. You know, most of that team is going to be Leinster. So, I don't know. It's a tough one, isn't it? Penalty at the scrum then. And Ross Byrne with a chance to send this one downfield for Leinster. We're about 6.5 minutes to go until half time. We'll take a quick break at half time, but we'll be back to talk about the first half of the other games. Not long to go now until half time, and a much needed break, you'd have to say, for Bath. So Lana is taken, well taken by Ruddock. Josh Van der Fleer gets it out. Gibson Park into Byrne. Good hands, always been knocked on though by James Lowe, and it'll be a scrum. Scrum to Bath here. Yellow to Tigers. So yellow card to Leicester Tigers. Thank you very much to Gregor for keeping us up to date on that game out in France. That's a big moment in the game. That Samaki has been sent to the bin for Leicester. Leicester have rotated slightly in that game. Maybe looking to try and focus a bit more on the season. My word, Francois Tran-Duc. Who remembers him? He's playing for Bordeaux today. Did not know he's still going. Scrum here then to Bath, just outside their own 22. Penalty to Bath at the scrum. And a penalty to Bath. My cousin was the same dawn as Tyburn. They bought in Glong. Oh, interesting. John Callaghan says Ryan Nugent is a wonderfully balanced commentator. I'll have you know. I'm not sure if you're being sarcastic or not. Please clarify. I'm not sure if you're being sarcastic. Let me have a look. Is it him who's commentating? Ryle Nugent, sorry. I'm not too sure who it is. Let me see if I can find out. I might be able to find out. Leinster versus Bath. Does it say? It doesn't. It doesn't say. I don't know who it is. It's an Irish guy in my ear. A little bit biased, this guy, but it doesn't matter anyway. But penalty to Bath. 3.5 minutes ago, they've decided to go to the corner for the first time in the game. First time they go in there. So line out here to Bath inside the 22 of Leinster. Well taken. Nice ball on the outside. Chance here for Bath, and Bath have a try. Bath have a try here. Really nice try from the line out. Lovely variation. Lovely move there. And Bath do get the try. They back themselves and they go to the corner. And Jacques Dutoit has scored in the corner. They go to the line out. Picked up. Little bit of space there. And Dutoit gets in the corner, being Jordan Lama to the corner. And fair play to Bath. Certainly a... So chance for Orlando Bailey. Bailey kicks, and he's kicked it well. And Bath are up to 13. Leinster 13, Leinster 31, sorry, Bath 13. With about a minute to go until half-time. Don't forget half-time, we'll take a quick break, but don't go anywhere. We'll be back for the second half and to look at that first half and the other games in a little bit more detail. Don't forget as well, we've got this straight after this game. So there'll be a link, it'll load into this straight after. It's Claremont against Ulster, live from 5:15, kickoff at 5:30. Going to be joined by Ulster fan Stephen Somerville for that one, so do join me for that. So Spencer Box kicks it from the restart. Looking to try and be in a competitive kick, and really probably should have caught that, but off goes Hugo Keenan. Looks up, tries to go through the gap. James Lowe into Ringrose. Gibson Park into Byrne. Ross Byrne tackled. Rockadaguni takes him down. Inside ball here. Ryan Baird carries. Really good run from Ryan Baird. Lovely offload into the hands of Gibson Park. Was that a high tackle? Knock on from Leinster, and Bath are still looking to play here, even though the clock is in the red. I'd be really surprised if they don't kick this off. Bailey tries the little kick over the top, and oh no, it's lovely. Lovely pass out to the wing here. Up to the halfway line. Bath beginning to throw the ball about here at the end of this first half. The clock's in the red. And oh my word, the ball is going everywhere. Bath still looking to play here, even though the clock has been in the red for 30 odd seconds. If I'm Ben Spencer, I'm just kicking it off. And there we go. Ben Spencer kicks it off. And it is half-time at the Aviva. Half-time score is Leinster 31, Bath 13. That's half-time score. I'm going to take a quick 2-minute break here. Make sure that you don't go anywhere. Stick around, folks. And as I said before, make sure that you've liked the stream, that you subscribe to the channel, and keep your questions and your comments coming in the chat. I'll be back in a second. Don't go anywhere. So there we go. We are back. It is half time down at the Aviva. Leinster leading Bath by 31 points to 13 down at the Aviva. And Leinster already have their bonus point wrapped up. 5 tries in that first half. As always, make sure to let me know your thoughts on that first half in the chat. And keep your comments coming in. Keep the likes going and subscribe if you are new as well. Excuse me. Hiccups there. Let's have a chat about the other games that are currently going on. Let's get the scoreboard up of the other games as well. We'll have a look at how they are going this afternoon. So we spoke about this one earlier on. Cardiff Rugby played against Toulouse, and obviously Cardiff had their situation with the COVID situation and weren't able to field a very strong side. They lost at home against Toulouse 7 points to 39, but my word, Antoine Dupont was incredible. He was everywhere. I think he got a couple of tries, a couple of try assists as well. He was just incredible, deservedly so. Named as World Player of the Year a couple of days ago, and was absolutely world class today. In the European Challenge Cup earlier on, Zebra lost at home against Biarritz, losing by 13 points to 26. So Zebra yet to win a game in any competition this season. Losing against Biarritz would not have been something that they'd have been looking to do whatsoever. Let's have a look. In the other game, Bordeaux against Leicester is currently tied at 10 points apiece. That is half-time. Duby has a try for Bordeaux and Porter has a try for Leicester. In the game between Saracens and Edinburgh, Edinburgh lead that one by 13 points to 12. It's really close, actually, to half-time in that one. So Edinburgh there, beating Saracens away at Sarries. Probably wouldn't have expected that. But those are the current score. And make sure, folks, to join me live pretty much straight after this. For this one, Clermont against Ulster. We'll be going live from around 5:15 UK and Ireland, with kickoff at 5:30. If you're for some reason in France, that's going to be 6:15 out in France. I'm going to be joined by Stephen Somerville from Stephen Somerville Irish Rugby. He's been on quite a few times. So, we'll be doing that one live. Once this stream ends, it will automatically load into that one. So do join me live for that. Really excited to do that game. And do let me know your thoughts on this first half. Yep, 12 to 13. Thank you very much, Gregor, for keeping us up to date with that. Massively appreciated with that. So there we go. It is Leinster leading by 31 points to 13. I mean, let's be honest, we were expecting this kind of scoreline, weren't we? Well, probably not expecting Bath to get that many points, actually. And look, it's been too easy at points for Leinster. You cannot deny that. At some points, it's just been way too comfortable. And I don't like to call players out and call them out for the way that maybe the amount of effort that they're putting in. But at points in that first half, it did look as if Bath was just falling off tackles. Weren't really putting in 100%. Players weren't running at 100%. But to get that try at the end, it will certainly give them some confidence, and it makes the scoreline look that little bit more respectful, doesn't it? Nobody was expecting them to go to the Aviva and do really anything in this game. So I think for them, the second half message from the head coach should simply be just go for it, just go play, just see what we can do. We don't want it to get embarrassing, of course. Maybe that's why they were opting to go for the post a lot earlier on, but just go for it. And then for Leinster, look, they've done what they needed to do. And they've done it very well. They played simply, but it's worked well. And they've got their key players on the ball as well. And it's been a very comfortable first half for them indeed. And of course, it's going to be a tougher test next week as they head over to Montpellier away from home. So champions of the Challenge Cup last year, Andre Pollard playing at 10 for them, massive pack. So that's going to be the big challenge for them next week, is playing against Montpellier. This isn't the challenge for them, but it's not a bad warm-up for them, is it? So, and a chance maybe for them to look at the bench as well. They'll have a chance to potentially do that over the course of the game today, and I'm sure they'll be looking to try and do that as much as possible. So that's what they'll be aiming to do. So it'll be interesting in the second half to see what players come off, what players have a rest, and who comes onto the pitch. Be interesting to see what the choices are from Leo Cullen, because the game is won. There's no denying that. The game is won, and you'd expect them to win by even more, to be honest. In the second half, I'd expect them to get 2 or 3 more tries as Bath continue to tire. But it's interesting to see, who will he keep on? Will he give Ringrose 60 minutes? Or will he say, do you know what, half time, that's it. You're coming off. We're going to keep you fresh. You've got a difficult autumn. You come back for the URC games. 2 tough games, actually, against Ulster and Connacht. And and we'll just be looking to get those key players off the pitch ready for next week, because Leinster really will want to be at the top competing. They got to semi-finals last year. They lost against La Rochelle in the semis. Were beaten pretty convincingly, if I may say so, and they'll certainly be looking to try and bounce back today. So that is going to be the aim for them. Yep, Leinster, Montpellier away. Tough game, Matt. Really, really tough game indeed. Tomorrow we are going to be doing another watch-along. I'm really excited for this one, as it is my own side. We're going to be doing Ospreys against Sales Sharks tomorrow afternoon. That's going to be live from 12:45 p.m. with kickoff at 1 p.m. So make sure to join me for that one, watching my team, the Ospreys, hopefully get our first game underway in the European Champions Cup this season with a win. So we'll be doing that tomorrow. But at the minute, we are, of course, focusing on Leinster against Bath. Currently, Bath 31. Leinster 31, definitely not Bath. Leinster 31, Bath 13. And as I said there, very much looking forward to this second half. And yeah, really looking forward to seeing how this one goes. Let me just get the Ulster Clermont game shared out as well, notifying people that we are going to be doing that one. And looking forward to that. And of course, Dwayne Vermeulen, his debut is going to be underway next today. Of course, he tested positive for you know what, and he'll be looking to play at 8 tonight against Clermont. Big game. Really tough place to go and play. The Stade Malchalan out in Clermont. It's not an easy place to go whatsoever. So a really tough fixture is in store for Ulster. But I think Ulster now need to be competing at the top of Europe. I think they've got to be doing that now. And I think this could be a really big day in their history. They can go to Clermont and get a win. I think that's absolutely massive. I honestly do. I think it's absolutely massive. If they can go away, get a win at Clermont, I think that's a huge statement. Really is a big statement. So they'll be looking to do that if they're able to. And we're pretty much ready for the second half here. And they're definitely doing a show down at the Aviva, a halftime show. And yeah, let's have a look at how they do go. Both sides go in this game. And very much looking forward to it. Don't forget, you can follow me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Every day I do a short 2-minute video which looks at the latest rugby news of the day. Every single day it's on there, so you can check it out there. I'll drop links in the chat throughout the course of the second half, and if you want to go follow me there, you can do. Some of you will actually be watching on Facebook right now, so thank you to those who are. And we are all set to go here. So let's get the headphones back on. All set for the second half down at the Aviva. So off we go again. Rossburn gets us underway. No changes as far as I'm aware. So we are underway for the second half now. Dunn has actually come on for Detroit for Bath, so that is the only change. Well, that's the only change of the half. Hugo Keenan takes the high ball up to the 10-metre line now. Gibson Park gets into Furlong. Gibson Park finds Byrne Jordan Lama comes inside. Frawley. Lovely hands into Keenan. Keenan tries to get the offload to James Lowe, but it's been knocked forward. And it'll be a scrum to Bath. And there'll be a scrum here to Bath. So opportunity for them to set something up. Bath currently with a man down. Clash of heads there. And this could be worrying for Bath because their main hooker is off for HIA. Their player has just, who's come on to replace him, has now potentially going to have to take a HIA. So they could be without a hooker in the front row and they have a scrum coming up. So that's not good, is it? So they'll be looking to try and so it's not a head issue, so he's back up. So off we go once again. So Bath with a scrum on around their own 5 metre line. Penalty to Leinster at the scrum, early engagement. Sorry, not driving straight. And Leinster going to go for the scrum again. And a chance here for Leinster to really build something big here. So here we go then. 12-13 to Edinburgh at half-time. That's a big result in the Challenge Cup. Penalty, though, to Bath this time. And a chance for Bath. I mean, Tom Dunn's haircut is atrocious, I've got to say. It's absolutely atrocious. So Bath send it down. We'll have a line out for them. Yeah, Caelan Doris there. Can't switch like that. And well played by Bath to take full advantage of that. So line out to Bath on the 10 metre line here in the Leinster half. 4 minutes into this second half. They've lost the line out. Ronan Kelleher comes away with it. And Rossburn looks for the cross kick. Lovely kick in hands of Jordan Lama into Keenan. He manages to offload it back to Jordan Lama. Here comes Leinster trying to put the pressure on now. Ball out Frawley into Caelan Doris. Really good hands into Andrew Porto. Beats his man. Gets him into the Second half, Josh van der Fleer. Where's that gone? Knocked on by Leinster, so advantage to Bath. Bath, of course, back up to 15 men after the yellow card in the first half. And Bailey kicks it straight down, but on the full, but they were playing advantage anyway, so they'll come back for the scrum for Bath. A little bit all over the place there, but a lovely cross kick from Ross Byrne for Lama there. And that pass was forward as well from Lama. But it'll be a scrum to Bath regardless. So 6 minutes into the second half, scrum to Bath just inside their own half. We'll have a quick reset of the scrum. Referee having a word with the refs. Nishant, thank you very much. That's very, very kind of you. Thank you very much. That's really, really kind of you for donating there. Thank you. Very, very kind indeed. Thank you. Glad you're enjoying the content, and thank you very much for that indeed. So we're going to have a reset of the scrum. One of the joys of watching rugby, resetting of the scrum. Very good scrum, actually, from Bath. They go down the blind side. Bayliss carries well. Penalty, though, to Leinster, off feet from Bath, and silly little mistake there. Really silly mistake there. You don't want to be doing that. No need to do that. It's just unnecessary, really. Again, Bath, you know, they've done well, really done well. Bayliss carries off the back there and then just plummets off his feet. Rokoduguni. It's just really silly penalty to give away. Look, he's just straight off his feet. He's all over the place. And it's a chance here for Bath. For Leinster here to build, and they go from the line out into Josh van der Fleer off the back, breaks the first tackle, gives it to Kieran Fawley, just outside the 22 now. Leinster looking to try and get something outside this first half. Ronan Kelleher bursts through. Was he held? Referee says no, he carries on going and he scores, and Ronan Kelleher bulldozes over, and it is another try to Leinster. It's the 6th try of the game. It is their first try of the second half, and it comes for hooker Ronan Kelleher, who's had an incredible year. And he crashes over. And Ronan Kelleher, second European Cup try, 9 appearances for him. And it's a brilliant finish from Ronan Kelleher. And Leinster just really cementing their dominance now. Ronan Kelleher breaks the tackle, wasn't held, able to keep going, kept going, and actually drove over from about 10 metres out. So really good strength and speed from him. It's a very agile hooker, isn't he? And a really good finish there. And the 2 points have been added by Ross Byrne. So we are up to 38 points to 13. And the subs do come through now for Bath, for Leinster. Ronan Kelleher, Andrew Porter and Ty Furlong. So the whole front row is off. Dan Sheehan comes on for Kelleher. Cian Healy on for Andrew Porter. And Alan Latoa, the Samoan international, is on for Ty Furlong. So those are the changes for Leinster. So Gibson Park gets us underway with the box kick from the driving maul. Up he goes. Well taken in the air, though. Trying to hold the man up there, but he manages to get his knees to the ground. So off we go again. So Ben Spencer will send this one up. She does. James Lowe awaits. Oh, and James Lowe drops it. Silly knock on there. And the chance for Bath to get a scrum just outside the 22. So scrum here then to Bath. Of course, James Lowe scored that fantastic try against the All Blacks, didn't he? Half an hour to go in this one. Do you know what, though? Bath scrum hasn't looked awful today. They've seemed to have recovered pretty well. So they'll certainly be looking to build upon that now. And, you know, the thing is, the scoreline, it's not ridiculous. It's 38-13. It's not bad. So here we go then. Scrum to Bath just outside the 22. And penalty to Bath at the scrum. Cian Healy penalised for losing his bind. And an opportunity for Bath. I think they'll look to go to the corner. Yes, they will. Orlando Bailey's going to put this one in the corner. Do you know what? Bath aren't going to win this. We know they're not going to win this. But, you know, they're doing all right. They're winning those little battles that they need to win to stay in the game, to keep it competitive. There is going to be a change for Bath here, though. So I think Charlie Ewells, we're going to get him off, but he seems to be staying on. So here comes the line out, 5 metres out for Bath. They win the ball. They set up the driving maul. And it starts to move nicely. This could be a try to Bath if they can get it down. But pushed out in the end and unable to get it down. Pushed out into touch. And there's going to be a line out to Bath. It was good momentum, but again, no directional control of it. And pushed out there. Good defensive work from Leinster there. So that change is going through now for Bath. They're making their changes. Will Spencer is on for McAnally in the locks. So that change has gone through for Bath. So line out to Leinster on their own 5 metre line. Pressure on this line out. They're going to check it, actually, which is interesting. They're going to check this. I originally thought he'd been pushed out into touch. I'm pretty sure he was in touch. They're going to double check. Okay. The question is, who's got the ball there at the back of the maul there? It's difficult to say. And they're still looking at this. So difficult to say who's even got the ball in that situation. Penalty going against Bath here for something. I'm not sure what. Obstruction from Bath, apparently. Penalty to Leinster then. Obstruction from Bath, and things just, yeah, it's difficult, isn't it? It's very, very difficult for them, you got to say, for sure. So line out to Leinster then. On their own 10-metre line, they win it and they set up the maul, but off they go. Caelan Doris carries, breaks the first tackle. Jamison Gibson Park will look to send this one up, which he does. Up it goes. Chased by Lama. Well, oh, it's bounced everywhere. Knocked on though by Leinster. So chance here potentially for Bath to play. And Spencer tries to kick it. Knocked down, charged down, but we'll come back for the original knock on there. Let's have a look at how the other games are going around Europe currently. Let's have a look at how they are going. So still out in front, it is 10 points apiece between Bordeaux and Leicester. And in the game between Sarries and Edinburgh, it is still 13 points to 12 to Edinburgh. It looks like on the whole that Sarries have gone quite strong. Luke McGrath is on for Gibson Park. I think he's had a fantastic game today. So Luke McGrath onto the pitch. Bit of a blood issue here for Bath. A little bit of blood there. While we have a break in play here, folks, please do head over and follow my Twitter. I'll drop a link in the chat now. And please do head over there and give it a follow. That'll be massively appreciated. Kieran, the score is rolling at the bottom of your screen, my friend. It is 38-13 to Bath. There's about 27 minutes to go in this one. So 38 points to 13. So please do head over and follow my Twitter. As I said, post Rugby Union daily. So 2-minute video of all the daily rugby news every single day. So make sure, as I said, to check that out. Really good scrum here from Bath. Advantage to Bath from the scrum there. Their scrum has really been good. Bath still looking to play here. Bailey gets it away here. Lovely inside ball to Rokoduguni. They're looking to offload it and they're playing some really nice stuff. Ball goes everywhere. Ball is here, though, for Leinster, just inside their own half. Here comes Hugo Keenan. Gives it into Ringrose. Ringrose finds James alone, a little bit of space. Tries to go through. It's not quite going to work. Leinster trying to put pressure here on Glanville. But the ball is there for Spencer. Some big carries coming in now. And I'm just sharing a link to my Facebook page as well. Post a lot of little updates on there throughout the course of the days. So again, you can follow me there as well. Massively appreciated, folks. And get involved with the channel. So we've got about 25 minutes left. A bit of kick tennis going on at the minute. Oh, it's going to bounce forward from a Leinster hands. Offside from Bath, though. So penalty to Leinster. It's been a good game. It's been very open, I must say. It has been very, very open. And Rossburn will send this one into the 22. So line out here, then Dan Sheehan to feed this line out for Leinster. And the referee just ensuring that the gap is good. Luke Conway, hello. Hope you are doing well, mate. Good to see you as always. Hope you're well and enjoying the rugby this weekend. Plenty of it on, that's for sure. Dan Sheehan throws the ball into the scrum. Well taken there. Dan Sheehan is at the back of this maul as it begins to move forward. Bath trying to dismantle it. Still there. Dan Sheehan still going, just a metre short now. That's an advantage for not running away. Luke McGrath gets it in. Alan Latoa carries. Just a metre short again. Gives in to the big ball carriers. Rhys Ruddock tackled. Good tackle though coming in from Bath. Ball is still there for McGrath. He fires it out to Byrne. Byrne into Ringrose. Ringrose tackled. Really good tackle on him. McGrath gives it in. Josh van der Fleer for the line. And Josh van der Fleer has just scored, as Luke Conway says there. He has just scored indeed. And Josh van der Fleer crashes over there. And it is now 43 points to 15. It was actually a really good defensive set there from Bath, but unfortunately they just didn't quite have enough there. And it's a lovely inside ball there. It's actually very clever work from Hugo Keenan. Hugo Keenan's grown so much as a player, really, really developed his game, I've got to say. And what a performance it's been from Leinster today. Chance for Rossburn then to bring Leinster within 5 points of the 50 mark. So chance for Rossburn to add another 2. Josh van der Fleer with his try. Rossburn takes it, it swivels inside and it is over. And Leinster are 45 points to 13 now. And interesting to see how this final 20 minutes or so goes. 45 points to 13 there. So changes for both sides now. I'll read them to you as they get confirmed. And we are back underway. So 20 minutes ago, the last 20 of the game. So Devin Turner's on for Maloney in the locks for Leinster. Jimmy O'Brien is on for Gary Ringrose in the centre. And O'Brien is on for Rossburn as well. So those changes have gone through for Leinster. And those are the changes there. Leinster managing to hold the man up there. There he is, Jimmy O'Brien. O'Ray is on for Stewart in the front row. And Richards is also on for Bayliss in the back row for Bath as well. So scrum here to Leinster just inside their own 22. And penalty to Leinster, not driving straight there. And a chance for Leinster to send this one downfield. It's going to be Kieran Fawley who takes over the kicking duties. And he sends it down and puts them into the back half. So line out to Leinster then. And McGrath gets it out into Fawley. Fawley gives it into O'Brien. Good pass out to Keenan. Keenan spots the gap. Kicks it through. It's a decent little kick. And it's a very good kick, actually. Gets the territorial battle. And Leinster into the 22. Where is that going to be a 50-22? I don't think so. So I think it's going to be a line out to Bath, which is it is. Just outside the half there. 18 minutes to go now. Dunn will look to feed this one. Find Jules. Lovely step from Bayliss. And Spencer will look to clear. James Lowe takes it well in the air. Rockadaguni trying to get over him, but pushed away. And here come Leinster once again, trying to build here. Lovely step from Kieran Fawley there. Gives it into Luke McGrath. Ball is there. Advantage here to Leinster. About 10 metres out. As Luke McGrath gives it to Alan Latoa. The crowd raise their voice. Jimmy O'Brien trying the pass, but nothing comes from that. And we'll come back for the original penalty. Tackle off the ball there. Bath getting a soaking, absolutely. But, you know, I don't think they've been... In certain areas, they've been really poor. They just haven't helped themselves. But in other areas, I actually think they've fronted up okay. And I actually think they've showed a little bit. But, you know, when they've got that many injuries, when Leinster are pretty much full strength, they're just not going to be able to compete with the level that they're playing against, are they? Kieran Fawley with a lovely step there. And Kieran Fawley does put them into the 22. And there'll be a chance here to go for the maul once again. So line out to Leinster then. Sheehan feeds the line out, won by Devon Toner, who has come on. Goes straight down. And knocked on, though, by Leinster, I think. So it'll be a scrum to Bath. 15 minutes to go in this one. Is a game in Dublin and Bath. It is at the Aviva, Leonardo. Down at the Aviva this afternoon. Straight after this game, folks, as I've already mentioned, we're doing this one, Clermont against Ulster, live watch along, kickoff at 5:15. Coverage starts at 5:15, kickoff at 5:30. Once the stream ends, it'll load automatically into that. So do join me live. For that one, I'm going to be joined by Stephen Somerville from Stephen Somerville Irish Rugby. So join me for that one. Dwayne Vermeulen, of course, making his debut for Ulster, Springbok number 8, probably best number 8 in the world, maybe. Right now, so really excited to see that game for sure. And tomorrow we're going to do Ospreys against Sales Sharks around about 1 o'clock tomorrow. So lots on the channel at the minute. Big push from Leinster coming in there, but they do manage to get it out. Gone backwards, I think, from Bath. Yes, it has. And Ben Spencer is going to send this one up. Pops it into his forwards, then probably the bit of the riskier decision there. Ben Spencer trying to kick this. And, well, you've got to say, Bath just really not helping themselves. They managed to knock it on there. And if Leinster can get this wide, there should be This should be an easy try, really. Luke McGrath gets it out. Frawley looks up, goes alone. Probably not the right decision in that situation there. Ball is still there, though, for Leinster. Cian Healy goes, runs well. Luke McGrath switches direction. Alala McGrath picks his head up, gives into Lowe. Lowe tried to low kick through. Oh, it's come off Hugo Keenan's leg, I think. But Bath managed to get it back. Ben Spencer sends it away. And finally, this time he does get it away. And it's actually a very good clearing kick. And Bath can breathe for a second. 15 points to 16 to Edinburgh. Thank you, Gregor, for keeping us updated on that scoreline. Edinburgh very much doing very well in that game. I said that could have been an interesting one, didn't I? I said that could be an interesting one. So another change for Bath. Tom Pridey comes in for his debut, of course, former Scarlets and Dragons winger, and played for Wales. Just a little bit of injuries, kind of fell out of form. But good to see him get an opportunity at Bath. He's only been signed on a short-term contract, so who knows? Hopefully he can impress and get a full-time deal. That'd be fantastic for him, wouldn't it? So 13 minutes to go in this one now. $18-16 size has changed. Thank you, Greg, for keeping us up to date as always, mate. So here we go. Line out to Leinster on the 10-metre line of Bath. 45 points to 13 with 12 minutes to go until half time. Until full time. Sorry. Josh van der Fleer carries well. Ball to Luke McGrath, who finds Sheehan, steps inside. Tackled, though. And Bath looking to counter-ruck here, and I think they've managed to turn it over. Yes, they have. And they have. And it's a really, really good turnover. Cordwell is on for Boyce in the front row for Bath. Hugo Keenan picks it up out of the air. And as I said, Tom Pridey is also on for de Glanville. For Bath, that change has gone through as well. James Lowe sends it up. He's knocked that up. It's gone backwards, says the referee. Alan Latoa carries well into the half. But offloads it beautifully to Dan Sheehan. Dan Sheehan does take it to ground. Sheehan gets it out now. Into James Lowe, straightens up. Tackled well. Does manage to get it back. McGrath into Keenan. Keenan, Alan Latoa. Up to the 10-metre line now. Cian Healy has to act as scrum half. Picks it up and goes. Push back, though. Keenan acts as the first receiver. Takes it well. Caelan Doris makes a couple of metres. But penalty now to Bath. Off his feet. Leinster penalised at the breakdown. Jimmy O'Brien penalised there. Bordeaux take the lead out in France, 13 points to 10 in that one. Another change for Leinster. So change for Leinster going through there. Confirm it as I get told who it is. Line out though to Bath. Driving Maul is set up. Ball does come out here. Not rolling away to advantage here to Bath. Chance for them to try something. Try the cross kick, but nothing comes from it. And it will be A penalty to Bath. Interesting what they do here. Are they going to go to the corner or do they just take the points? Interesting to see what they decide to do here. So 10 minutes to go. If I'm Bath, you just go to the corner. You just go to the corner and just say, do you know what? We're just going to go for it. We're nowhere near this game, really. So you might as well just go for it. Do you know what? It's not been in areas it has been bad. Some of the defensive play has been pretty poor in some areas. But on the whole, Bath have not been too bad. And that's a great kick from Bailey. 5 meters out. So chance here for Bath now to try and finish the game with a little bit of flourish. So line out to Bath, 5 meters out. They do manage to win it. Hamer Webb is on for Muir for Bath. So that change has gone through. The maul has been set up, but it goes down, I think. Ball is there, though, for Bath. Simpson feeds it. Simpson is on for Spencer at scrum half for Bath. Advantage to Bath. No advantage. Collapse in the maul. So Bath once again looking to go to the corner here. And Bailey puts it out for the line out. And once again, you know what, Bath, if Bath could get to 20 points to 45, I think that's a respectable scoreline considering the level of the two teams. How Bath came into this game, I don't think they'd be too frustrated with that. 13 all in the Tigers game. Thank you, Greg, for keeping us up to date on that one. Was, of course, top of the Gallagher Prem against top of the top 14. So line out send. Bath do get the driving maul going. It's looking pretty good. Slows down though now. Not moving at all. Simpson gets it out though. Jomo carries in. Simpson really slow to get this one out. And Bath have got to try and reset once again here. 7 minutes to go in this game now. Bath are looking to try and finish with a little bit of respect and playing for pride at this point. Simpson. Good turn in the tackle there. Has that been turned over? Yes, it has been turned over. Really, really good turnover from Leinster and takes the pressure away. It's a really, really good turnover there. Excuse me. So a chance for Leinster to go down the field now. Folks, if you are enjoying, please do hit the like button. If you haven't done so already, subscribe to the channel. It's free to do. Help us grow the channel. As I said, we're going to do Clermont against Ulster straight after this one, pretty much. It'll be about a 10-minute break in between. And then tomorrow we'll do Ospreys against Sale. And looking forward to both of those games. Leinster here. Trying to get the driving maul going. Sheehan at the back. Ball does come out to Luke McGrath. O'Brien. Good carry from Tommy O'Brien there, not Jimmy. Now it's James Lowe. The Bath's tempo and aggressiveness in defence the second half has been a lot better, I must say. Lovely tackle. Oh, he's dropped off it. Sheehan's away. Just outside the 22. Lovely run from the hooker. Ball is there for McGrath. Just outside the 22. Kieran Frawley looks up. Tackled. Really good tackle. Alatoa carries. McGrath gives in to Sheehan, who started the move. 5 minutes to go. Inside ball, lovely inside ball to Jordan Lama, but it was forward. And it will be a scrum to Bath. Hello, Vivian. Hope you're doing well. Welcome along to the watch along. Hope you're enjoying the games this weekend. So just over 4 minutes to go until the final whistle here. It's been a fairly comfortable afternoon on the whole for Leinster, hasn't it? I'll be very, very happy with this performance. Tadhg Furlong has been named as man of the match. So here we go. Clock is back on. Scrum then. And Simpson will look to feed this one. To be honest, for Bath, look, their defence hasn't been great, especially in the first half. Second half has been much better. But I honestly think that they've been all right here. They can be quite proud of what they managed to do, especially scoring a couple of tries. It's not a, you cannot say they haven't tried enough, really. What a game indeed, Vivian. What a game indeed. And the Leinster really shown why they're going to be one of the better teams in this competition. But as I said, I don't think Bath have been that bad. As I say that, they just throw an awful pass. And their chance here for Caelan Doris. Lowe tries a quick flick of the pass. James Lowe doesn't jump on it, which is a little bit strange. Ball is there for Bath, though. Rocco Dagoon, who's been very, very quiet today. And we're heading towards the final 3 minutes of this one. Ball out here. Oh, tries he. Oh! Ellis manages to get it down. Nearly intercepted, though. And Orlando Bailey plays it inside. And for Bath now, maybe trying to look to get one final score before the final whistle. Whoa, and went for the intercept there. Jordan Lama knocks it on. Is that a deliberate knock on? So a chance here for Bath to do something. Well done to Furlong indeed. Well, he's probably the best prop in the world right now, isn't he? Certainly is up there. So 2.5 minutes to go. Not long to go whatsoever now. So Ollie Bailey going to the corner. Rhys Ruddock is limping off, so hopefully Bath have decided to go to the corner here as we go towards the final 2 minutes. Just inside. And they do manage to get the line out set. They get it out straight from the maul there. Lovely inside step. Oh, Simpson is away. And a lovely try. Lovely try for Bath, and Bath do get their second try, and that will look a lot better on the scoreline for Bath. 18 points to 45, and a chance to make it 20 points. Lovely line. I think it's Ojamo who has gone over. Lovely line. And it's the 2 points have been added, and it's now 20 points to 45. And you know what? I honestly thought that Leinster would win by 30 to 40 plus points, maybe even 50. I think Bath have been all right. I really do. 16-13 to Leicester out in France. A minute to go in this one. Don't forget, as I've said many times already, we're doing this one next. Once this stream ends, it will load onto that. So do join me for that. Clermont against Ulster, live from 5:15, kickoff at 5:30, joined by Stephen Somerville for that. So make sure to stick around for that. Absolutely, and rightly so. Absolutely. 30 seconds to go then. Ball is there for Simpson. And I think Bath are looking to play actually here. Orlando Bailey gets to outside his own 22. Simpson plays it back to the try scorer. 4 seconds to go. What are Bath going to do? They're just going to kick it off here, or they're going to look to play. Clock is in the red. Orlando Bailey breaks the line. I've been impressed by him today, actually, for a young player, really taking responsibility. Simpson plays it in here. And Leinster have got the job done today. They won it. They won it with a bonus point. It's what the remit would have been. Maybe they'd have wanted to win by that little bit more. The ball is still there, though. Bath trying to get down the field. They have made some meters here. Oh, it's ripped beautifully here, and chance for Leinster to maybe finish on a flourish. Ball out to Keenan. O'Brien. O'Brien finds Forley. Forley looks inside, needed to get that pass away. It's been knocked on, and that will be the final play of the game, I'm sure. Bath will look to try and play here, but no advantage from there, and that will be that. That'll be the final score in this one. That is it. Leinster have won down at the Aviva by 40 points, 45 points to 20. And that is the final score, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations to Leinster on their win. Really impressive from them. Although for Bath, they did fight pretty strong in at the end. Yes, I did. We're going to do that game next. Dwayne Vermeulen, of course, one of the best number 8s in the world. The last minute out in France, where we'll reflect on those games in the next watch along. So, folks, don't go anywhere. Make sure that when this stream ends, you click straight away onto the next stream. It'll load into it for you. And make sure to join me there. I'll be on in about 10 minutes' time with Stephen Somerville from Stephen Somerville Irish Rugby for Ulster against Clermont out in France. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure to hit the like button if you haven't done so already. Make sure to subscribe if you have as well. And I really appreciate you sticking around this afternoon for this watch along. I'll see you in about 10 minutes' time. Don't go anywhere, folks.